Project Heat, we understand they've ordered buildings and they've done everything, but we still can't announce it until we get a release from the state. Let me go ahead and call on Michael Parker with Networks, if you would, to give us an update as to Project Rock and Project Follower and some of all the other ones that we're working on right now.
Sure. Good afternoon, everybody. We've got a couple of projects I'm going to go over here. We're going to start with Project Rock, Project Volcano. It's been called both over time. This is the large project that currently has a little over 100 acres under contract in the back portion of Phipps Bend. This is a silicon-related project, looking at a little over 1 million square feet under roof. It would require rail be extended to the rear part of the site as well. So we met with them. We've met with them several times, almost weekly, it feels like. We met with them. We had lunch with Larry and Rebecca and the group at Riverfront Seafood this past week. They have a new addition to their team named Deb Joyner. She's been brought on to kind of push the Department of Energy loan application across the finish line there. And where that stands is, so the company is seeking a little over $300 million from the Department of Energy to back a portion of this project. They submitted their plan to the Department of Energy and received initial pre-approval and automatically pushed through to the second round of the DOE loan application process. We are working with the company and submitting the Community Benefit Plan, which is a 9 to 12 page narrative about how they integrate themselves into the community and partner with the ancillary organizations that all are involved in workforce, education, everything you can imagine. That application is due at the end of November. It's a 60-day review time before you'll get a word back about where they stand with their funding. All indications point that it will be well received. But this is a slow-moving process. I can't stress that enough. Right now, they're currently looking at leasing potential space in Kingsport for a pilot line. The pilot line would be a shrunken-down version of what they want to do in Phipps Bend, and this is for R&D and investor purposes, so they can do some R&D research at that facility and bring in investors to secure additional funding. They would be a temporary lease. They're looking at a building in a regional park in Kingsport right now. Again, that would be temporary as they construct the Phipps Bend facility to bring everything out here. We're also working with them on a headquarters component to this project. That's kind of been a new addition to the communications here. Initially, it was just manufacturing, headquarters staying in Finland. It appears that there is real opportunity. Sorry, not Finland. Finland, is that right? Finland? Iceland.
Iceland.
One of those lands.
Yes.
So they're potentially going to bring the headquarters over here. They're looking at being in the city center for that. That would only be 20 to 30 jobs of the project, a very small portion of the close to $1 billion investment. Again, this project is still continuing forward. We're working through the DOE process right now. We'll have a lot more to report closer to the first of the year on that. The next project is Project Rents. Project Rents is an associated company, also based in the same country, that does a hydrochloric acid solution. So they kind of supply the company back and forth. And so we welcomed them. Did a site visit a little over a month ago. We've been working with them on a rail component of that. We have a follow-up meeting with the rail line, TVA, the state, both companies this next week. And that's to kind of iron out again where the rail alignment works and how those two projects integrate together as they extend rail to the back of the park. That's all I really have on those two projects right now. They're shaping up, but they are slow moving. So we could still be 6 months out from getting any kind of word confirmation. But you will see, small movements in that meantime, including the pilot line, potential lease in Kingsport, and maybe office space leasing for their headquarters portion of it. So this project continues to move forward. Lynn, do you have anything you want to add to that?
I can add a little bit about Follower. They are an Eastman-related supplier. They're a 3PL. They are well on their way to getting fully up and running, but they are using a portion of the site that's on the Eastman plant, and then a portion of their process will be here as well, so at Phipps Bend. So, like I said, it's in process. We're still working with them. They're from the Netherlands, so we're getting a lot of foreign direct investment, which is fantastic for us. But it's a lot more complicated, so it does take a little extra time.
And real quick, one more thing, we do have a potential site visit looking for next week, and this is kind of interesting. They're actually looking at the large acreage site that was also under contract, and we have relayed that information. They would still like to come and view the site, so we will entertain them. That looks to be Wednesday, Thursday. We're just kind of working through the details now. I'll be reaching out to Rebecca and Larry to kind of schedule your availability to be there on site for that as well. So that's coming up next week.